National anthem being performed by the Trigg County High School Band. And a great job by those kids tonight, Bob.
Excellent. Love live band music, and they're far enough away from us, Dennis, that they maybe won't get on my nerves too much tonight.
Starting lineups now set to be introduced, and turn it over to my broadcast partner, Bob Hayes.
Thank you, Dennis. The introduction first, Peyton Young coming out for the Lady Tigers, followed by Bella McConnell. Jada Boyd next out for the Lady Tigers. J.C. Jaggers next out. And Carson Parker rounds out the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers.
That little atmosphere at Trigg County as they turn the lights out, spotlighting those starting lineups tonight from right here in the broadcast booth. Big crowd on hand for the Tigers. Lady Tigers across the way.
Big crowd, more so here from Princeton than are from Katie's, I think, right now, Dennis.
Yeah, it's a little bit thin for the home crowd, but Caldwell County's brought a nice bunch over on 139.
And we're still waiting for the pyrotechnics or music or whatever else is going to take place here.
A little bit of atmosphere here at Trigg County. Bob, you love coming to places like this. I can remember playing here in junior high school on this court. Coming up to this broadcast booth brings back a lot of memories. In fact, I think we had the only three-man basketball broadcast crew ever for WPKY a few years ago, as myself, you, and our good buddy Darren Smiley formed a crew up here one night and broadcast a double-header with the three-man crew in the booth, kind of like the old Monday Night Football days.
That was. I still remember that night. We had a lot of fun that night, Dennis.
I think I remember broadcasting from a handheld microphone and could barely hear. The crowd got into it so much, but a fun night here at Trigg County. Now for Trigg's starting lineup.
Here comes the music. First out for the Trigg County Lady Wildcats is number 3, Emily Knopfsinger. Number 4, Caitlin Stone being introduced. And this is the player that we need to watch out for tonight. Number 1, Riley Bush. And number 25, Adri Phillips being introduced. And number 35, Marley McReynolds, the 5th starter for the Lady Wildcats. Lights are back on here. We remind you the first quarter here is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in to meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Officials are now moving into the jump circle, and for the call here in the game, my broadcast partner, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Tip-off is brought to you by Farless Realty. Tip is up and controlled by Trigg County. And it's going to be the Lady Wildcats bringing it across. They'll get it to Bush quickly. Bush was guarded by Parker. Steal on the far side after the first pass by Peyton Young. Peyton Young down into the lane to Bella McConnell. McConnell is going to be called for steps, though she got a little bit of a bump and couldn't get the ball up in time.
That was a bump-aided traveling call. You're correct, Dennis.
And Trigg County will come the other way after the turnover by Caldwell County. And we appreciate listeners already checking in on Twitter tonight. Brian Goffinette checking in. We do have the video feed going for everybody tonight here from Trigg County. Three-pointer from the corner. First points on the board for Trigg County. That's Caitlin Stone. The other way to answer that one, Jada Boyd. Coast to coast, and Boyd puts up the bank shot.
Tigers rushing the ball down the floor that time. It pays off.
Caldwell County no, they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone. Steal again by Young. That's 2 steals for Young. Gets the outlet pass to Jaggers. Jaggers up off the board. Good. And she'll go to the line to try to cap off that 3-point play. Good hands on the far side of the court and top of that zone by Peyton Young. She's had a couple of steals already. Caldwell leads this one 4-3. And J.C. Jaggers will go to the line for a Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw and try to make it 5-3 Lady Tigers. Shot up and good. Maybe that's the little spark that J.C.'s going to need tonight to get her going and have a big night.
An early basket always helps.
Caldwell County's going to come out now and go man-to-man after that corner three by Stone. Steal out front. Jada Boyd has it knocked away from behind. Boyd had a clear lane to the layup. Good play from behind by Trigg County to knock that one out of bounds. That was Emily Knopfsinger on the recovery. Caldwell County will run the box play to inbound it underneath their own basket. Peyton Young gets it into McConnell. McConnell drop step, splits two defenders, shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it over to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger looks underneath. Good deflection by Bella McConnell. She was wanting Reynolds on that one.
And that first foul that Trigg County picked up, Dennis, was on Riley Bush, so she has one foul.
Leading scorer for Trigg County is Bush. Underneath, somebody got lost for Caldwell County. It's Audrey Phillips with the easy bucket. And we're tied at 5, just about a minute and a half gone here in the first quarter. Peyton Young, left wing. Looks around, gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers thought about the three from the right wing. Instead, hands it off to Boyd. Back to Jaggers, top of the key. Three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Young. Gets it back to Jaggers to Young. She'll try a three from the right wing. Good. Goodwin Insurance three-pointer for Peyton Young.
Assist J.C. Jaggers on that play.
And Joe Dean would have said string music and Katie's KY because it hit nothing but net. Trigg takes it on the baseline, shot up and blocked by Bella McConnell. Goes out of bounds before Jada Boyd can get to it, and it'll stay Trigg County basketball. 8-5 Lady Tigers early in this one. It's going to be Bush to inbounds, gets it to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger guarded by Boyd. She'll pass it around to Phillips. Phillips to Bush. Bush is tied up underneath. And it's Carson Parker. And Bob, it seems like night in and night out when we broadcast Lady Tiger games, we talk about the defense of Carson Parker, and it already showed up on the tie-up. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Tigers.
Trigg County did something you don't want to ever do, is take that ball, catch it up high, and bring it down low. That was caused the tie-up.
Peyton Young out to Jaggers. Jaggers is going to drive. Jump stop, kicks it back out to McConnell. Top of the key, three. Gets the nice roll, died on the back of the rim, and rolled in. So a Goodwin Insurance three-pointer for Bella McConnell. Back-to-back threes have Caldwell up by 6. A three back the other way by Caitlin Stone, her second three of the night. And it's 11-8 Caldwell County as these two teams are trading threes the last 3 possessions.
Somebody better find Trigg's number 4.
Jaggers underneath to Parker.
Good move.
Parker with a nice step. Has it knocked away by Reynolds. Back over to Bush. Bush is going to try to drive the lane. Throws up the runner. Has it blocked. Comes down into the hands of Jada Boyd. Jada 1-on-2. Throws it up. No good. But she did get fouled on the play. And we were fortunate on that one, Bob. We did not have numbers. Might have been one to pull back up, but I don't think that's in Jada Boyd's vocabulary is to back off. She's going to go full steam ahead. And she put the ball up off the board and got fouled in the process.
Jada has the ability to weave through people, and she wove through 3 people in that time.
Free throw good. She'll get another Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw. Enhancing athletic performance locally since 2014. That's Lake Barkley CrossFit. Boyd at the line, up and in. 13-8 Caldwell County. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be Trigg, drives the lane, gets it down to Reynolds underneath. Nice pass down low. Reynolds all alone for the easy bucket. 13-10 Lady Tigers. Boyd pass to Young, picked off far side. That's Stone. Stone back out to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger drives the lane. Throws a pass. I'm going to call it a pass. I don't think it was a shot.
I think she saw the young lady open and was a hook shot, but not intended for the basket.
Ball goes out of bounds. Trigg's going to keep possession. Out to Riley Bush, guarded by Parker. Bush has to throw it back out top. And that's Phillips. Audrey Phillips makes the shot, and she'll go to the free throw line. Let's see who the foul is on for the Lady Tigers. It's on number 20. That's McConnell. Free throw is good. And a quick 5-0 run by Trigg County has this one tied back up halfway through the first quarter at 13.
High scoring game so far.
Yeah, both teams getting up and down the floor well. Jaggers has it, right corner. She's going to dribble back out wing. Free throw line pass over to Young. Young puts the shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Bush. Bush quickly the other way. Gets it over to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger out to Phillips. Phillips goes into the lane. Little running one-hander is good. And Trigg County out in front now. Runs at 7 for the Lady Wildcats. Jaggers, right wing. Dribbles free throw line over to Young. Young will put up a 3 from the left side. No good. Rebound comes down to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it over to Knopfsinger. Down to Phillips. Has it picked off by Boyd. Boyd in a race with Bush. Puts a left-handed shot up off the board. No good. Rebounded by Knopfsinger. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. I think they may have called a foul on Caldwell County in the backcourt.
I think they got Jada.
And it's Peyton Young picking up her first foul. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. 15-13 Trigg County as Lucy Goffinette will get her first action. Boyd's going to come out. Bob, the last game we played, Lucy Goffinette had a good game defensively, so she's going to come right out and probably pick up the point.
And quickness, we have that quickness out front, so she's going to bother the ball handler, I'm sure.
Into the game, Bethany Stallings at the point. She'll get switched over to Parker. Puts it back out to Stone. Stone's three-point attempt was blocked. They'll get it back to Stone in the corner. She'll put up another 3, no good. Rebound Trigg County, shot no good. Bella McConnell pulls down the board for the Lady Tigers. Jaggers has it, looking over the defense. Man-to-man look, gets it to Goffinette on the left wing. Goffinette to McConnell. McConnell pulls up at the free throw line. Didn't get the friendly roll like last time, goes off the side of the rim, no good. Riley Bush with the rebound for Trigg County. But dribbles it awkwardly, comes out of her hands, and Goffinette comes up with the steal. Gets it to Jaggers. She thought about the 3. Instead, is going to give it over to Young. She'll try a 3, no good. Rebounded by Reynolds. And Trigg County comes the other way with a 2-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Carson Parker on Riley Bush. Bush is going to go off the pick. Top of the key. They had the pick and roll from the top of the key and had Reynolds open. Bush just overthrew the pass out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball.
So far, Trigg County has 7 turnovers here in the first quarter to Caldwell County's only 2, keeping us in the game, so to speak, is their inability to handle the basketball. Trigg County's, that is.
Jaggers is going to take over at the point as Maja Hollowell comes in the game. Peyton Young out for Caldwell County. Hollowell has it left wing. Look for cutting McConnell. Instead, Bella's going to come out all the way to the volleyball stripe. Gets it to Goffinette. Goffinette looks underneath. Instead goes to Parker, top of the key. Now they go underneath to Hollowell. She puts it into the corner to McConnell. McConnell off the back of the rim, no good. Jaggers with the rebound. She'll pull it back out past the three-point line. She's going to try to dribble on Bush. Throws a shot up, no good. But Trigg County is going to be called with the foul. And Jaggers will go to the line for a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. And, Bob, if that one was on Bush, it's her second here in the first quarter. Still 1:09 to go in the first. And second foul on Riley Bush. Jaggers' first attempt, good. And Riley Bush is going to come out of the ball game. Checking back in is number 35, Reynolds. Second shot for Jaggers is good. Checking in is Logan Darnell for Trigg County. We're tied at 15 with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's Stallings. Dribbles down to the baseline. Puts it back out. Caldwell County's going to be called for a reach on number 15 just into the ball game, Daria Barbie. Trigg County plays a lot of players, Bob. They've substituted freely here in the first quarter. First foul on Bethany Stallings.
Lucy
Goffinette. As Stallings will take the ball out. Lobs it up. Trigg County's going to pick it up in the backcourt. Steal by Bella McConnell. Great hustle play by Bella McConnell. And she finishes with the layup, 17-15. Caldwell County with the lead.
Trigg just not very good at handling the ball so far tonight.
Trigg works it into the left corner. Back out to Stallings. Stallings is going to drive the lane. Caldwell County didn't stop the ball. Stallings got all the way to the rim, misses the shot, but she'll go to the free throw line for a couple of free tosses. Maja Hollowell with the foul for Caldwell County. But, Bob, you could fault a couple of other Lady Tigers out towards the top of the key as nobody stepped over on the side of the lane to stop the drive. And Stallings will go to the free throw line. First one up and good. Both teams shooting well from the line early in this ball game.
No misses for either team from the.
Stallings will get her second. This one, no good. Rebound, Carson Parker goes up strong for that one. Outlet pass to Jaggers. Jaggers has it top of the key to Goffinette. Goffinette was looking for Hollowell to post up. Instead, dumps it off to Parker at the top of the key. She'll pass it over to Jaggers. Jaggers is going to reset the offense. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Give and go to Goffinette. Goffinette with a short jumper outside the lane. Good. Lucy Goffinette in the scorebook. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Desperation shot. No good by Stallings. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Caldwell County 19, Trigg County 16. We'll be back with the second quarter in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Trigg County Gymnasium. Caldwell County leading after one here, 19-16. Inbound the ball to start the second quarter is Trigg County here in front of us, and we're sitting up high. Good crowd across the way. Second quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living and Interiors. Stop by and see Pam, see what kind of deals that she has on furniture that's arriving daily at the store. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. In for the call here in the second quarter, my buddy Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Trigg County working the ball around top of the key. Get it to Stone. Picked off again by Parker. Caldwell County doing a good job with the defense on that strong side. Boyd has it. She goes down the lane, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Reynolds. Reynolds was in some trouble. Finally gets the ball out to Stallings. Stallings will bring it up to Phillips. Overthrows Phillips on the baseline. It'll be Lady Tiger basketball. Trigg County is staying in this ball game surprisingly with the number of turnovers they have so far early in this contest.
Still only 2 for the Lady Tigers, but 10 for the Lady Wildcats.
Riley Thomas into the ball game for Caldwell County. Jada Boyd at the point, gets it to Thomas on the left wing. Underneath to Goffinette. Nice cut by Goffinette. Posted up, put the hand up, got the pass, and put it in.
Great catch on that ball, too.
Caldwell County's going to come with a little pressure. Jada Boyd picks it off in the backcourt. Misses the layup. Caldwell County's Parker had it for a second, goes out of bounds.
All you got to do, Dennis, is hit that little square up there behind the basket. And we just...
Yeah. Since this is a kind of a throwback night, we'd like to see some throwback shots off of that board on these layups.
Use that bank.
Trigg County puts it in play. 2-2-1 pressure by Caldwell County. Parker's going to commit the foul, though, at midcourt. I think Carson got a little indecisive whether to go for the steal or back off on the play, and the indecision cost her first foul of the night. 5 fouls on the Lady Tigers here in the first half. Knopfsinger brings it across half court. Caldwell County man-to-man. Gets it to Phillips. Phillips goes off a screen from Reynolds, puts a shot up, and Carson's going to pick up her second very quickly here in the second quarter. That'll send Audrey Phillips to the free throw line. And Phillips will get 2. First one up and good. Checking back in, Maja Hollowell, and Parker will go out and take a seat with those 2 fouls. And quite likely for the remainder of the quarter, I would say, Bob, unless something went strangely wrong for Caldwell County.
We also have Bella on the sidelines getting a rest.
Second free throw good. 21-18, Caldwell County, just a little over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Boyd underneath to Goffinet. Goffinet has her shot blocked, and it's Morgan McDaniels with the rebound. Back out to Lucy Goffinet, her shot again off the mark, and Trigg County comes away with it. They try to work it down quickly to Knopfsinger to Stone. You can't leave that young lady alone in the corner. Stone dribbles back out to the wing, out to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger switches sides. Now they get it to number 15, Barbie. Back to Stone to Knopfsinger. Good defense by the Lady Tigers. Get to Stone for 3. No good. Rebound underneath by Goffinet. She gets it to Jada Boyd. Jada Boyd pushes it up front. Cut off by Knopfsinger. She'll pull it back out and call the play. Gets it to Hollowell. Underneath to Riley Thomas, who lost everything but her wallet on that foul as she goes to the floor. Be the 4th team foul on Trigg County here in the half. Foul is on Marley Reynolds. Back into the ball game with 2 fouls is Riley Bush, so I'm sure Coach Thomas sees that. She'll try to go right at Bush. Caldwell works it in to Thomas. She has her shot blocked on the left block. Goes out of bounds. It'll go to Trigg County. Little zone trap by Caldwell. 3-quarter court. They get it over to Bush. They'll put the double team on her. She gets it up across midcourt underneath. Trigg County worked the press to perfection. Had the open look underneath from Reynolds, but she couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds into the baseline cheerleaders and back to Caldwell County. Substitutions back in for the Lady Tigers. Going to be Jaggers, McConnell, and Young coming in. And taking a seat is going to be Goffinet, Thomas, and Hollowell. And Bob, out of the 3, I thought Lucy Goffinet played some very good minutes, got in the scorebook with a couple of buckets and a rebound, but played some pretty good defense out front.
And you'll see her back in the game pretty quickly, I'm sure. She's played well when she was in there.
Jaggers underneath the Young, kicks it back out to McConnell for 3 from the wing. Goodwin Insurance 3-pointer, Bella McConnell. So it didn't take Bella long to get back into the flow of action, 24-18.
Great recognition by Peyton Young, having the ball inside, then passing it back on here to the side of the baseline. Bella drains it.
Caldwell's gone to that 3-2 staple defense. Trigg finds a way through it, and it's Knopfsinger gets it in the lane for the 4-footer, and it's 24-20. Caldwell County with the lead. Boyd to Young, left wing. Young to McConnell. McConnell looks to drive on Reynolds. Instead, tries to go underneath the McDaniels. Is tipped away, but right into the hands of Jaggers. Jaggers has it knocked away to Boyd. Boyd drives the lane, puts a shot up, no good. And it's rebound Riley Bush for Trigg County. Lady Wildcats drive the right side of the lane. Out to Stone. Stone for a 3. Good. Caitlin Stone having a whale of a night. And Coach Thomas is, you would say, a little upset, Bob, about leaving Stone open in that corner, because we've seen that kid hit 3 so far tonight. 30-second timeout called by Coach Thomas, and she's letting her team know in no uncertain terms that we cannot let that pass or that player go unguarded in that corner, as Stone drains the 3 and pulls Trigg County back within one at 24-23.
That's
Timeouts brought to you by Russo Law, located in downtown Princeton and ready to serve all of your legal needs.
That's her third three of the night, Dennis, and she got close on another one. So we've got to find the shooters.
Well, we've got their stats. If I can look them up here really quick. Caitlin Stone only averaging 6.1 points a game already with 3 threes in this contest. So well above her average. Caldwell County is going to have to find number 4 for sure. Lady Tigers put it back into play after the timeout. Boyd brings it up the court. Boyd to Jaggers, right wing. They're giving JC that 3. She puts the shot up. No good. Rebound Young. Up off the board. That's what happens when you hit that little white block up there on it. Farmers Bank shot for Peyton Young. Trigg County misses the shot other way. Easy rebound for Bella McConnell. Jada Boyd pulls it back out. Boyd doing a good job running that offense tonight. She's distributed the ball well. Caldwell County gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers drives free throw line high out to Young. She'll try a left wing 3. Good one, insurance 3-pointer for Peyton Young.
And Peyton has come to play tonight with her shooting. She's not bashful at all. Her second 3, 8 points for Peyton so far.
Riley Bush drives the lane, puts a shot up, doesn't go, but she's fouled by Morgan McDaniel. And Bush will go to the line for 2 shots. But that's what we said in the pregame, Bob. We hope that Peyton Young and J.C. Jaggers kind of shoot themselves out of the kind of a funk they've been in the better part of the season. Shot up by Bush is good. Peyton Young's doing her best to cover that. Now we've got to get J.C. to drain a couple of these threes, get a little confidence back, and see Caldwell County stretch this lead out. Right now Bush with the shot, and it's 29-25. Caldwell County with the 4-point lead, 3:30 to go here in the first half. Peyton Young, left wing, goes off the pick from McDaniels, out to Jaggers. Jaggers top of the key to McConnell. McConnell puts a shot fake on, drives the lane, no good. Rebound McDaniels out to Jada Boyd. She'll come back in the middle, one-hander no good. And rebound comes down to Knopfsinger. Now Trigg County with numbers 3-on-1, and they put the shot up off the board and good. That was Reynolds with the easy bucket, and Trigg County back within 2. Jada Boyd calls the play, gets it to Young on the left side. Back to McConnell, top of the key. She'll try a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Riley Bush, who's played a lot of this second quarter with 2 fouls. Nobody stops the ball for Caldwell County. Fortunately, Trigg missed the shot. Rebound to Trigg up and in. And that's going to be Grubbs with the bucket. And we are tied at 29.
Nobody went after the loose ball. The rebound on that for the Lady Tigers just fell in the hands.
Young's 3-pointer off the mark. Rebound to McConnell. McConnell is going to turn around, take the 10-footer, no good. McDaniels tried to back tap it out. Now Trigg County quickly the other way, and McConnell knocks the pass away before it got to Reynolds, but out of bounds. It'll be Lady Wildcat basketball. Goffinette and Hollowell coming into the game. Taking a seat is going to be Jaggers and McDaniels. Carson Parker also checks in for Bella McConnell with 2:11 to go here in the first half. Riley Bush, we weren't able to pick up that 3rd foul on Bush. She's going to go take a seat maybe for the last 2 minutes. And several substitutions here for both squads. Set the floor for Caldwell County is Hollowell, Parker, Boyd, Goffinette, and Young. Pass comes in underneath to Trigg County. Shot by number 25 Phillips is no good, but I think Hollowell is going to pick up the foul and send Phillips to the line for a couple of free throws. Maja Hollowell picks up her second. That'll get Jaggers back up off the bench. 8 fouls on the Lady Tigers here in the first half. First free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Hollowell will take a seat with those 2 fouls, and J.C. Jaggers back into the ball game. So underneath, you've got Parker and Jaggers on the blocks. Phillips gets her second. This one good. Trigg County out in front. 7-point run by the Lady Wildcats, 30-29, Trigg County. Boyd tries to drive out at midcourt. She's going to be fouled on the dribble by Ayana Grubbs. Only the 5th team foul on Trigg County. Goffin puts it in play to Boyd. Boyd to Young. She's had the hot hand for Caldwell County tonight. She's going to dribble underneath to Parker. Parker wrestles it away, puts a left-handed shot up off the board. A Farmer's bank shot for Carson Parker, and Caldwell back out in front by 1. But all alone in the corner is Grubbs for Trigg County. She drives the lane and gets fouled. No chance for the shot to go in, but I think that's going to be Peyton Young.
Her second.
So a lot of kids in blue and gold tonight with 2 fouls as we near halftime.
We're not finding our person as we come down the floor.
Grubbs nails the first free throw. McConnell's going to come back in. And Young goes out of the ball game. Grubbs with the shot, good. Several lead changes here late in the second quarter. Trigg back out in front by 1, 32-31. Jada Boyd looks for Jaggers. Jaggers with a nice cut up off the board and good. Farmer's bank shot for J.C. Jaggers. Caldwell back out in front now, 33-32. Number 12, Stallings, got away with a walk for second, then could not disguise it any longer. Referees pick her up at midcourt. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Tigers with 1:23 left to go in the first half. Trigg still with only 5 fouls. Boyd comes up. McConnell had position. Now comes out for the pick and roll from McConnell. Farmer's bank shot in for Bella McConnell. Full timeout being called on the court by Trigg County. We'll take 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Trigg County Gymnasium. Caldwell County leading here 35-32. Classic pick and roll play on that last one. Just how you draw it up on the board, Dennis, and we worked it to perfection. Trigg County called a timeout because nobody knew how to defend that play, it appeared.
Now both teams went with the pick, nobody with the roll, and Bella McConnell made them pay with a nice roll and bucket up off the board. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Caldwell County goes zone, 3-2 zone. Interception on the skip pass by Boyd. Boyd pushes it the other way, tries to get it down to Parker. Parker hit from behind, no foul, but the ball rolls out of bounds off of Trigg County. It'll say Lady Tiger Basketball underneath their own bucket as Goffinette will put it in play. Goffinette looks it over, tries to get it in, and finally does to Jaggers. Jaggers, top of the key. Looks to drive, left-handed shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes back to Boyd, top of the key. And she gets in the Goodwin Insurance three-pointer on a nice roll for Jada Boyd, 38-32, Caldwell County. Into the corner, Trigg has it, running one-hander on the drive, no good. Jada Boyd, rebound, double-teamed on the rebound. She splits it, gets it back out to Jaggers. Back to Boyd. Caldwell County looks like they'll go for the last shot of the half. 15 seconds to go. Boyd guarded closely. She's going to drive the right side and goes off of her foot. Turnover gives it to Trigg County with 5.6 seconds to do something here at the end of the half. Caldwell will come with pressure. Riley Bush checks back in for Trigg County. Bush the leading scorer, but tonight it's been more of the play of Caitlin Stone for the Lady Wildcats.
So they've got 6 players on the floor. 5 players now.
Trigg dribbles across half court, launches a long one at the buzzer, no good. So after one half of play, it's Caldwell County 38, Trigg County 32. We'll be back with the Farless Realty halftime show in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
To make room for new inventory arriving daily at Penny Rao Ford in Hopkinsville. Now is the best time to own a brand new Ford with huge savings. 2018 Ford F-150s in stock are up to $11,000 off MSRP, or choose 0% financing for 60 months, plus up to $2,800 off MSRP. 2018 Ford Escapes in stock are up to $5,000 off MSRP, or choose 0% financing for 60 months, plus up to $1,500 off MSRP. Take the short drive for the best Ford deals at Penny Rao Ford, Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville. Not all incentives will apply to all vehicles. Must have approved credit. See dealer for complete details.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse, serving families in good times and bad times. They offer fresh bouquets and sympathy arrangements, custom wreaths and silk arrangements. They have a wonderful selection of gifts, sympathy items, unique wall art, frames and framed prints, birdhouses, candles, wind chimes, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street, Princeton, serving Princeton and Caldwell County for over 100 years.
For authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontecina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontecina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30, and Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontecina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique Princeton is offering a great special for the first of the year. Buy any size mattress and get your box springs half off. They're also offering 10% off the store and boutique, priced at 30% off. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located right next to the bowling alley in Princeton, Kentucky. Stop in soon and take advantage of the first of the year specials. Buy any size mattress, get your box springs half off, 10% off the store, and 30% off boutique. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique Princeton, everything a home should be.
This is Donnie Baker, owner of Audubell Hearing Center, and I am surprised that so many people still haven't heard about our new office location here in Princeton. That's right, the best hearing aid in the world is now available in the Princeton Plaza. If you're experiencing hearing loss, call for a free hearing test, 270-554-1900. I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubell.
The teams are in the locker room preparing for the second half. It's time for the Caldwell County Halftime Show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.
And welcome back to Trigg County High School at the half. It's Caldwell County Lady Tigers leading Trigg County 38-32. This is the Farless Realty Show, or halftime show. Are you ready to sell your home? Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor sell it for you. Also ready to buy a home? Don't waste time as interest rates are still reasonably low. And Farless Realty can help you find a home that will fit you, your family, and your budget. Contact Farless Realty today at 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. You can also check out all of their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com. Bob Hayes gathering up the halftime stats as we enjoy the Trigg County rendition of Baby Shark. That's something you don't hear from bands very much, so we've enjoyed having the band here, a good atmosphere at Trigg County as Caldwell County has about their biggest lead. I don't think they had a lead any bigger than 6, maybe 7 at one point, but single digits both ways for the Lady Tigers and Lady Wildcats tonight as far as the lead goes. Right now, Caldwell County enjoys it by 6. And, Bob, you have the stats from that first half.
I do, Dennis. And the other thing, the Lady Tigers have had to fight back at least twice, 3 times in this game. Once they've given up the lead, they have fought back to reclaim that lead and finish the half on a 7-0 run against the Lady Wildcats. For Caldwell County outscoring Trigg County 19-16 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, also outscoring them by the same score, 19-16. 3-point margin at the end of one, another 3-point margin at the end of two, counting for their 6-point margin here at halftime. Lady Tigers leading 38-32. For the Lady Tigers, Bella O'Connell in double figures with 10 points, 2 2-point field goals, 2 3-point field goals for her 10 points. Balanced scoring all around, 8 points for Peyton Young on 2 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer for her 8 points. 7 points for Jada Boyd on 1 2-point field goal, 1 3-point field goal, 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe. 7 points for J.C. Jaggers on 2 field goals, 3 out of 3 from the charity stripe for her 7, and 2 points for Carson Parker on a field goal. In the game but not scoring, Riley Thomas and Maja Hollowell and Morgan McDaniels. The Lady Tigers, 5 out of 5 from the free throw line. And by my stats, we only committed 3 turnovers in the first half, something that's extremely rare. Trigg County with 14 turnovers in the first half certainly did not help them as they were battling to catch up all night. For Trigg County, a big night from Andre Phillips with 3 2-point field goals, and she was 4 out of 5 from the charity stripe for her 10. 9 points from the young lady that shot the 3 from the corner, Caitlin Stone. 3 3-point field goals for her 9 points. 4 points for Ayana Grubbs on a field goal, 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe, and 4 points for Marley Reynolds on 2 2-point field goals. Also 2 points from Riley Bush, their leading scorer, been held almost scoreless here in the first half. 2 points for her on 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe. 2 points for Emily Knopfsinger on a field goal, and 1 point from Bethany Stallings on 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Trigg County, again, hot at the free throw line, shooting 9 out of 11 from the charity stripe. Lady Tigers, as I mentioned, 5 out of 5. The Lady Wildcats with 3 3-pointers. Caldwell County with 5 3-pointers. Obviously, maybe that's difference in the game. Caldwell County getting up a bunch of shots, a lot of them not falling, but still have a 6-point lead here at halftime. So it's still anybody's ball game, Dennis. That's for sure. And you know, Trigg County's not gotten any production out of Riley Bush and very little out of Emily Knopfsinger. So we've still got to continue to find Miss Bush and also Miss Sloan. Once she camps in the corner, she's pretty deadly from that right corner.
Well, I think that's the thing that really drew the ire of Coach Thomas in this ballgame. In fact, she called a timeout because Trigg County repeatedly would go to that strong side corner, that right corner. Nobody from Caldwell County either in the zone or man-to-man. We weren't covering that corner and leaving Stone and a couple other Trigg County players. Stone would take advantage of it with the 3-point shots. The other players for Trigg County would drive the baseline, put up some shots inside. Caldwell County committed several fouls in that half as they have a lot of players with 2 fouls. But I think the defensive part is the thing Coach Thomas had to call a timeout to address, and I'm sure she got on a little bit in the locker room. But as far as offensively, turnovers, 3 turnovers in a half. You've got Young getting back in the scorebook in a big way, so that's good that Peyton's finding her flow a little bit. But still, we've got to get that ball covered either down the lane or in that corner if you're Caldwell County, because we've seen Trigg reel off a couple of 7-0 runs in this ballgame. Right now you're leading by 6, so you kind of look for Trigg to make another run and stay in this one.
And you're right, Trigg has made at least 2 6-0, 7-0 runs here to close the gap. Caldwell County could not pull away, leading by 6, leading by 7. leading by 6 here at halftime. So you look to kind of get started on a hot foot here in the third quarter. We've got about 57 seconds remaining here at halftime, and we want to remind you that the third quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located in the Northfield section next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Stop by and see Pam for her sales after the first of the year. Furniture arriving daily. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Teams are now back to their respective benches. And we're about 20 seconds away from tipping this thing off at halftime. Remember, the boys follow this game. Doubleheader action tonight here. Jim is on the other side, Caldwell County side. We're facing them, picking up a little bit more as we speak.
They're kind of spread out just a little bit here at their home gym, but still a pretty good crowd for an old 5th District matchup here at Trigg County.
And to inbound the ball, Peyton Young, Lady Tigers in possession. And for the call here in the third quarter, my buddy, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. We are underway as Jada Boyd will come down. Caldwell County going right to left on your radio dial. Gets it to Young. Left wing over to McConnell. She looks underneath for Parker. Parker, left-handed shot up off the board. No good. Rebound comes down to Reynolds. Stolen away by Young as Caldwell County had everybody back except Peyton. Lady Tigers come back into the offensive court. Jada Boyd has it, guarded by Bush. Boyd into the corner, goes pick and roll on McConnell. McConnell with a nice seal on Bush on that pick and roll.
Great pass by Jada Boyd.
And she goes up, puts it in, and she'll go to the free throw line for a Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw to try to cap a three-point play. But, yeah, nice pass from Jada. And McConnell did a great job sealing off her player on the roll after the pick. Free throw is good. So a three-point play by Bella McConnell opens things up for Caldwell County here in the second half. 41-32 Lady Tigers. Caldwell's going to go 3-2 zone with Carson Parker in the middle. They work it into the corner. Back out to Riley Bush. Goes up for the shot, has it blocked. Coming down with the loose ball is Jaggers. Jaggers drops it off to Boyd. Trigg County's going to stay man-to-man. Now it's Young. Kicks it over to Jaggers. Led her just a little much on the pass. Jaggers chases it down, gets it back to McConnell at the free throw line. McConnell out to Jaggers for three. No good. Tipped by Peyton Young is picked up by Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger quickly the other way, drives it to the right block, throws it up, no good. Good position by Jaggers, and it's a Caldwell County run the other way. Jaggers has it back tipped, stolen away, and Trigg County comes up with it. And Bella McConnell is going to pick up a cheap foul about 60 feet from the basket.
Fortunately, it's only her second. Those are fouls you don't like to see her commit.
Kind of got wrapped up in the run as both teams are up and down the court. Knopfsinger, top of the key, gets it over to Bush. Bush has an open lane, tipped away by Boyd. Ball goes out of bounds on the side. Referee signal it's going to stay Trigg County basketball. I think Coach Thomas saw that about like we did. Looked like it might be our ball, but they're going to keep it with Trigg. Now the officials on both sides are going to talk. And they're going to switch the call and give it to Caldwell County.
I think they got the coin out of their pocket and flipped it.
Now the three officials are getting together. The official at half court called it for Trigg. The baseline official called it for Caldwell. And they've changed the call from Trigg to Caldwell, but they still have the Trigg County player on the sideline ready to throw it in.
So they are going to give it to the Lady Tigers, which, again, nobody saw it. None of the three that count saw it. Let's put it that way.
Maybe this crew worked the Saints and Rams game the other day. So we get it back to Caldwell County as we get the ball in play. Down low to Parker. Parker double teamed, has it knocked away by Riley, but Carson's going to be called with steps before that happened.
Well, three turnovers in the first half, 2 so far here in the third quarter for the Lady Tigers.
Knopfsinger into the front court. 3-2 zone for the Lady Tigers. They work it into the corner. And then to the block. Shot is blocked, but the rebound comes down to Reynolds. and she puts it in. Marley Reynolds with the bucket, 41-34 Caldwell County. Bob, I thought for a minute we'd left Caitlin Stone open again in that corner, but she gave up the shot for a little better one underneath. JC Jaggers with the Goodwood Insurance three-pointer, and you like to see that. Get JC's confidence up and ready to take that shot again down the stretch here this season. That's a shot and a player that Caldwell County desperately needs to make the run in the district. Trigg works the ball around. Bush with the jumper from the free throw line, good. And Trigg back within 8. Caldwell County's only time leading by 10 tonight. And Bush takes care of that. Now the steal from Stone. Stone tried to drop it off, but coming from behind was Jaggers. Gives it back to the Lady Tigers. Now it's Jada Boyd. Wanted to go underneath. Bush picks that one off. As it deflected out to McConnell. McConnell wanted to drive the lane, took a little too many steps, and the turnover gives it back to Trigg County. Kind of a sloppy start for both teams here in the opening of the third quarter.
4 turnovers for the Lady Tigers, 2 for Trigg, all in less than 3 minutes or about 3 minutes of play.
They left Knopfsinger open for 3. She turns it down. 2-3 zone for Caldwell County now as Parker's dropped back to that back line. They feed it underneath to Riley Bush. She goes up for the shot off the board. No good. Peyton Young had some good position. Over the back is going to be Reynolds. No call on Reynolds, and they're going to call it out of bounds on Young.
They're going to call it out of bounds on Young.
And Bob, it looked
That's
like
about a classic over the back play as I've seen in a long time, not called.
That was great position by Peyton Young, giving up at least 4 inches to Marley Reynolds. Trigg into Phillips. Phillips gets the friendly roll off the front of the rim and in. And Trigg back within 6 at 44-38. That's where we were at halftime. Caldwell County briefly got out to a 10-point lead. Jaggers, free throw line, no good. Almost got her own rebound. Ball still loose. It's going to roll out on the sideline. It'll stay Lady Tiger basketball. Peyton Young to inbound for Caldwell County. 4:01 to go here in the third. Jada Boyd with it. She looks over the defense. Guarded loosely by Knopfsinger. Over to Jaggers. To Goffinet. Goffinet had the lane, decided not to drive it. Now Jaggers will. Kicks it to the corner to Young. Back out to Goffinet. Goffinet into the corner to Jaggers. Jaggers to Goffinet. She'll fire the 3 from the corner off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, Riley Bush. Bush is going to go coast to coast. Has it taken away by McConnell. Didn't even leave her feet. But somebody's going to get called for the foul.
They're going to get Jada. Yes.
Okay, it is on Jada. I thought if they give that to Bella, that's one of the worst calls we've seen. Only Boyd's first foul, one of the few Lady Tigers with less than 2. Boyd and McConnell is going to go out of the ball game. Hollowell and McDaniels in for Caldwell County. Pass inside on the inbounds play right to Marley Reynolds from about 6 feet. She nails it. And that 10-point lead, Bob, down to 4, 44-40. There's a 6-0 run by Trigg County, has them right back in this one. Peyton Young calling for the screen from Jaggers. Instead, Jaggers is going to come out, take over the point with Boyd out of the ball game. Jaggers drives the right side, gets underneath, shot up and in. J.C. Jaggers with the bucket as we go under 3 minutes in the third quarter. Trigg to the baseline. Little runner up off the side of the board, no good. Jaggers gets the rebound. She'll bring it across the timeline, looking over a man-to-man defense. Riley Bush on Jaggers. That's a good matchup to watch tonight. Peyton Young now with it. Wanted to drive, puts it back out to Goffinet. Goffinet to Jaggers. Left wing 3, no good. Trigg County came up with it, got away with a walk as Bush puts it back over to Stallings. Stallings to Bush. Caldwell County 2-3 zone. Ball works underneath to Reynolds. Shot no good. Jaggers with the rebound. J.C. Jaggers having a big quarter here for Caldwell County. Peyton Young now right wing. Thought about the baseline. Instead comes across top of the key to Jaggers. Jaggers across the free throw line to McDaniels. Little weave out front. McDaniels will pull up from 8 off the board. Farmers bank shot. Morgan McDaniels. And Caldwell County pushes the lead back out to 8 at 48-40. We have 1:40 left to go here in the third quarter. 1-3-1 zone for Caldwell County now. And Hollowell's going to pick up the foul as Trigg reversed the court, put it on the baseline. And Hollowell commits the foul. Trigg County will take it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Third foul on Hollowell. As Parker comes into the game, Jaggers goes out. You got to believe Boyd's coming in probably for a Hollowell. And McConnell's going to go back into the ball game as McDaniels comes out. So I think Caldwell County has it set like they want it. Goffin it, Boyd, Parker, McConnell, and Young in for Caldwell County. Trigg inbounds the ball, tapped away by Boyd. A foot race down the court to try to pick it up. Trigg County has it on the court, and timeout called to save the possession by the bench for Trigg County. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Timeout's brought to you by Rousseau Law. Rousseau Law is located in downtown Princeton and ready to serve all of your legal needs. Caldwell leads into the timeout 48-40. And Bob, I want to mention a couple of things that we have now that we want people to know about. Of course, Todd Griffin has joined the WPKY staff, Ham Broadcasting, part of Your Sports Edge. So be sure to check out Your Sports Edge, and a lot of work by Scott Brown tonight here, and Todd Griffin covering the Lyon County game over at Livingston. So check those guys out on Your Sports Edge, and also download the WPKY app. We're going to talk about that more in between games tonight, but that's available now. Doesn't matter how strong the signal is. If you've got the WPKY app, you can pick up the broadcast at any time from your phone or iPad. Trigg County with the ball back in play. Caldwell's going to go 3-2 zone. Stallings tries to drive it, has it knocked away, but she goes to the floor as she's fouled. We'll see who the hold is called. Peyton Young picks up her third. Trigg County inbounds. A quick three. Rattles no good. Carson Parker with the rebound. Gets the outlet pass out to Jada Boyd. Boyd underneath to McConnell. McConnell in traffic. Goes up and in. McConnell hit that one between 4 defenders. And Caldwell's lead is back out to 10 at 50-40. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Trigg has Stallings at the point. They get it over to Grubbs. Grubbs down to Riley Bush. Riley covered well by McConnell. They'll work at the other side of the court. And a nice little layup off the baseline by Audrey Phillips. As Caldwell County has a half a minute to work with here at the end of the third. Peyton Young, right wing, looks it over, gets the pick from McConnell. She'll put up the three. No good. Rebound comes down to Grubbs. And Grubbs hands it off to Riley Bush. Bush brings it up the court, looks underneath. Wide open Trigg players. Caldwell County got burned getting back. That's Logan Darnell with the easy bucket. 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Boyd running one-hander, good at the buzzer. And after 3 quarters of play, it's Caldwell County 52, Trigg County 44. Back with the fourth quarter in just a second. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Sierra's here in 2019, the most sophisticated luxury truck on the road today. In 2019, they've released the AT4, the ultimate off-road vehicle for off-road enthusiasts and hunters alike. The AT4 comes with a factory-installed 2-inch lift and off-road wheels and tires. In the front of the pack is where the Denali with the 6.2-liter engine, followed by the SLT and SLE trim levels. More refined styling and badging has added a bold appearance for the most sought-after vehicle in the truck market. Trice Hughes Incorporated, Highway 91, Princeton.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Trigg County Gymnasium. Caldwell County, after 3 quarters of play, lead 52-44. And we pause now for station identification. This is WPKY, Princeton, Kentucky. 4th quarter being brought to you by Cozy Living and Interior. Stop in and see Pam, see what she has to offer. So also stop in and see Jake, the store mascot. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. To inbound the ball, Trigg County starts 4th quarter, and for the call, my buddy Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County comes out into the 4th in a 1-3-1, and they may not stay in it long as Caitlin Stone fires another 3. She has been hot from there. Nobody goes back for Caldwell County to inbounds. And Coach Thomas calls the timeout as Jason Jaggers wanted to inbound. And nobody home for Caldwell County to take the pass in. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Timeout's brought to you by Russo Law of downtown Princeton, ready to serve all of your legal needs. And Bob, I made a little bit of a mistake on the WPKY app. I said you could get it on your phone or your iPad. It's not just an Apple product. You can get an Android also. So go on into the App Store, download the free WPKY app, get that on your phone or device, and that way you can pick up these games anywhere you are, no matter the strength of signal, how far you are away. And we've had people from overseas in Italy. We've had people from San Francisco listen to the broadcast before, so that's what the app will do for you. Back in play after the timeout. J.C. Jaggers will bring it down for Caldwell County. They leave her open at the free throw line. Spin move. She tries to take it in closer. Shot's no good, but she's fouled on the play, and she'll get a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws out of the deal. As Jaggers looking to be more aggressive. Foul is on Riley Bush. That's 3 on her here early in the 4th. Free throw up and in. 53-47. Biggest lead of the night for Caldwell County has been 10. Second shot, good. And Trigg County will come the other way. 1-3-1 zone for the Lady Tigers. Stone into the corner. Good job by Carson Parker to get out that time into the corner. They go underneath this time to Riley Bush. And a whale of a job by Carson Parker to go from guarding the corner all the way across the lane to get up and partially block the shot of Bush as it go out of bounds off the hands of Parker. Lady Wildcats keep possession, but a good defensive play and a lot of hustle on the backside of that 1-3-1 by Carson Parker. Trigg works it around, wide open. Stallings for 3 off the board. I don't know if she called bank, but it went in. 3-pointer for Bethany Stallings. 54-50, Caldwell County. Just cannot seem to shake Trigg County. Goffinette to McConnell. McConnell has it just outside the three-point line on the wing. Dribbles in, up off the board. Farmer's bank shot for Bella McConnell. As Trigg County gets it back to Stallings. Caldwell County's going to switch into a 2-3. They wanted to go to Bush. She bobbled it. And Morgan McDaniel's right on the spot to tie her up. Possession arrow is going to give it to the Lady Tigers. It's a player that's played some good spurts tonight in very short minutes, but a lot of little 1-2 minute spurts has been Morgan McDaniels.
Morgan has improved considerably here this season from start to finish. Strong with the basketball, and exactly the ball was in front of her. All she had to do was put her hands around it to tie up the Lady Wildcat.
And she, much like Lucy Goffinette, looking for the shot a little bit more as the season's progressed. Caldwell County comes the other way. Boyd across the timeline. Picked up by Knopfsinger. And one of those that one player wanted to go one way, the ball wanted to go the other. Fortunately, Trigg tipped it out of bounds, so we'll keep possession. Young inbounds to Boyd. Boyd puts the drive on, takes it down the lane, dips the shoulder, shot up, no good, gets her own rebound, goes back up, no good, but she'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Jada Boyd probably avoids contact as well as any player we've seen in a Lady Tiger uniform driving that lane. She'll get up, look like she's going to barrel right over somebody, can duck that shoulder, and just go right by them just with a graze. First free throw, no good. Free throws brought to you by Lake Barkley CrossFit. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for anyone at any fitness level and always free to come and try. Second shot by Boyd is good. Lead back out to 7 for the Lady Tigers at 57-50. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Knopfsinger drives on Boyd, kicks it over to Stallings. Stallings works on Parker. She'll hand it off to number 25, Phillips. She drives the lane, puts the shot up, rolls out. But Phillips was fouled on the play. Now she'll go to the free throw line for 2. Hollowell picks up her 4th. 15 foul on the Lady Tigers this half, and probably a game so far that Maja Hollowell would just as soon forget. Free throw rolls finally. Looked like it was going to die on the back of the rim.
She shoots a really dead ball, Dennis. The ball almost stopped on the rim.
Hollowell comes out of the ball game. Jaggers back in for Caldwell. This one off the back of the rim. Parker with the rebound. She'll toss it out to Boyd, who will start the offense for Caldwell County. Jaggers has it just outside the three-point line, guarded by Phillips. To Boyd. Coach Thomas calls the play. They're going to spread a little bit, give Boyd and Jaggers some room to work with. Boyd drives, puts a shot up off the board and in. Great call from the sideline by Coach Bush. Put the spread on for the one-on-one by Jada Boyd, and it pays off. 59-51 Lady Tigers. Boyd almost came away with the steal. Instead, Carson Parker comes up with the block on Reynolds, and Caldwell County back with the ball. Boyd tries to drive the right lane, has it knocked out of bounds by Trigg. It'll stay Lady Tiger basketball. But a great isolation call on that last possession, Bob. You can almost see it starting to build from the time Jada had the ball at midcourt. Shot up by McConnell, no good. Parker with the rebound, puts the shot up, no good, but the foul's going to be called underneath. And I think they got Marley Reynolds with that one.
Marley's picked up her 4th.
And Carson Parker with a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. First one, no good. Riley Bush back into the ball game for Trigg County. And also Daria Barbie, number 15. Parker's second shot, good. 60-51, 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Knopfsinger with the basketball, guarded by Boyd. Pick and roll underneath. Bad shot, bad angle by Trigg County. Caldwell with the rebound, looking to run. Jada Boyd brings it back down. Trigg gets back defensively. Now Jada will come out and set the offense. Gets it over to Young. Young underneath to Parker, all alone. Farmers Bank shot, Carson Parker. Everybody went out to Young, left Parker all by herself.
I was afraid they were going to call 3 seconds on her.
Stallings with the drive on the other end for Trigg County. She'll go to the free throw line.
Caldwell County's first 11-point lead, I think, of the night, Dennis.
Yeah, biggest lead for the Lady Tigers all night long. 4th foul, though, picked up by Peyton Young. And that'll get Goffinette off the bench for Caldwell County. Stallings' first shot, good. Been just a little game of runs, Bob. You'll look up. Caldwell's got a 8 or 10-point lead. This time 11. Next thing you know, Trigg County's got it back down to
4,
tied,
5, 6,
4,
something.
5.
I guess you can't go to sleep out here, especially with 4 minutes to go in a game.
Second shot, no good. Goffinette gets into the ball game, picks up the rebound. Out to Boyd. Boyd drives the lane, kicks it into the corner for Jaggers. Back to Boyd. Boyd has it knocked away as Bush comes up with the steal. Riley Bush drives, puts the shot up, and in. That was a home court roll for Riley Bush, and the lead back down to 8.
Almost an impossible shot. I thought she was too far under the basket for that ball to go in at all.
Especially with the momentum she carried to the baseline. Somehow found a way. Jaggers to Boyd. Boyd to Goffinette, turned down the three from the left side, dribbles top of the key, hands it off to Jaggers. Jaggers to Boyd. Boyd finds a seam in the lane, no good. Rebound Parker up off the board, no good. Carson with the rebound again. Now she brought it down low, tied up, ball loose on the floor. Diving for its Jaggers, and they'll call a tie-up. Stallings and Jaggers able to keep hands on the ball. Fortunately, and JC is rubbing his shoulder a little bit, Jaggers had a very awkward angle with the dive.
And it's Trigg County will take possession of it.
Peyton Young's going to come back into the ball game as we go under 3.5 to play here in the ball game. 62-54 Caldwell County as Knopfsinger brings it up the court. They get it over to Bush, tipped away by Goffinette. Picked up by Stallings. Stallings to Barbie to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger finds a seam, wants to go back out to Stallings. Good hustle play by Carson Parker. She ties up Stallings, and the possession arrow sends it back to Caldwell County.
Lady Wildcats with 4 turnovers, and the Lady Tigers with 6 turnovers in this second half of play.
3 minutes to go. Jaggers at the point. As Boyd is on the bench, gets it to Goffinette. Goffinette wanted to go underneath. Bad pass by Goffinette. And then she complicates matters by picking up the frustration foul on number 25, Audrey Phillips. That's the 7th foul on Caldwell County, so Phillips will get a 1-and-1 opportunity at the other end.
Phillips is 5 out of 7 from the charity stripe tonight.
Goffinette had the right idea. It was Parker had a good roll, but she didn't get the ball high enough. It was tipped, and then Goffinette commits the foul. So the first free throw, no good. Rebound, Bella McConnell. Outlet pass to Jaggers. Jaggers is going to pull things back and send it over to Young. Young off the pick from McConnell. Has it tipped away at the top of the key. Picked up by Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger drives the lane. Shot up and no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it's off of Trigg County. Caldwell County caught a break there. Trigg County missing the layup. 2:32 to go. That could have changed the look of this ball game quite a bit, Bob. A 2-possession ball game getting late. Instead, Caldwell keeps the 8-point lead. And Coach Thomas wants to settle them down on offense and get a good look here. So a full timeout, so we'll take a break with them. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1864.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Trigg Gymnasium. Caldwell County with an 8-point lead and in possession of the basketball, and we will inbound it to Trigg County in a press. And for the call here, the rest of the game, my buddy Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County is going to have to go against some full court pressure. It's man-to-man pressure. Nobody guarding the ball. They're wanting to double team the inbounds. They get it to Jaggers. Jaggers able to toss it back over to Jada Boyd. Hands it off to McConnell. McConnell just outside the three-point line in no hurry. 8-point lead by the Lady Tigers. Barbie defensively on Boyd. She brings it out. Boyd attacks, gets it to Jaggers. Right wing underneath to Young. Young back out to Jaggers to McConnell. McConnell drives the lane. One-hander up and in. Good job by Bella McConnell. She was wide open for three, but saw the lane open. Drove it down and picked up the bucket. 10-point lead, Lady Tigers. Shot missed on the other end by Trigg. And rebound to Jaggers. Jaggers gives it to Boyd. Boyd guarded closely at midcourt. She'll pull it back out now, top of the key, over to Young, left wing. Young's going to be fouled by number 3, Emily Knopfsinger. And Trigg County's going to have to commit a few more fouls to send Caldwell County to the line here, as that's only the 5th team foul on Trigg County. I don't think Caldwell County got in the bonus in the first half.
We did not.
Trigg County with substitutions. Peyton Young will send it in for the Lady Tigers from the side. Gets it in to Boyd. Boyd fortunate that Trigg County had their back turned to the ball, or that would have been picked off. Boyd dribbles around. She's going to be fouled out front by number 21, Darnell. 16 fouls, so the next foul will send the Lady Tigers to the free throw line for one in the bonus. Minute and a half left in this one, and Caldwell with the 10-point lead. And Bob, that's as far back as I think I've ever seen a player take the ball out. Did you see where Peyton was on that one? She was well behind the bench, almost to the stands behind the scorer's table. Foul is called on Trigg County. It'll send J.C. Jaggers to the line for one in the bonus. Foul is on Emily Knopfsinger, her third. Jaggers with the free throw, no good. Rebound to McConnell. And McConnell's going to be fouled underneath. Felt the pressure, decided to try to throw it up. I'm not sure if they'll give her 2 shots on it. I think they're going to call that one on the floor. It'll be the 1-and-1. And it is 1-and-1 opportunity for McConnell. Back into the ball game is going to be Reynolds for Trigg County, as Phillips will go out.
Bella shooting her second free throw tonight, 1 out of 1 thus far.
Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw, good. Bella McConnell, she'll get the bonus. Caldwell looking to end a 4-game skid here with Trigg County. Lady Tigers right back in action on Thursday night as they take on Lyon County at the Cab. And then we'll have the game on Saturday night as Caldwell County will go to Crittenden County in girls action. Second free throw also good. Biggest lead of the night now for Caldwell at 12. Trigg the other way, no good, as McConnell comes down to the rebound. She'll hand it off to Hollowell. Hollowell's fouled in the backcourt by number 23, Ayana Grubbs. Ninth team foul on Trigg County, and that'll send Hollowell to the line as Maja scored tonight.
Maja is scoreless thus far.
No, she's in the book with those fouls. She's had a tough time tonight on the court, but maybe this will ease the pain a little bit and get her in the books with a point. Trigg County's going to take a full timeout, and so will we. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Give your family the comfort and reliability you want, and lower your energy bills with the fuel that can do it all, propane. People across America trust propane to power everything that transforms a house into a home. Premium performance and lower energy bills. Propane can do that.
Your local propane provider is Fortner Gas Company, who has proudly served this region for the past 68 years. Located at 2217 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton. Go to FortnerGas.com to learn more.
Back to Tiger Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
And welcome back to Trigg Gymnasium. Caldwell County with a 12-point lead at 66-54. Maja Hollowell at the free throw line. And for the call here, my buddy Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Hollowell will get the 1-and-1 with a minute 13 to go. Caldwell County has this one in hand. Hollowell with the shot, good. Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. Enhancing athletic performance locally since 2014. That's Lake Barkley CrossFit. Hollowell now with the bonus. This one off the front of the rim, no good. Trigg County with the rebound. Lady Tigers with the 13-point lead. Trigg works it into the corner. Stallings with the three, no good. Rebound, Carson Parker. Parker gets it over to Young, and Young's going to be fouled by Knopfsinger.
And that puts the Lady Tigers in the double bonus situation.
So fourth foul on Knopfsinger. Peyton Young goes to the line for a couple of Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. And Bob, I was kind of surprised they still fouled with 1:01 to go, a 13-point lead. But Peyton Young will take the opportunity to put the shots in, and does on the first one. Caldwell pulling away late. This game has been much closer than the final score is going to indicate, as Caldwell County a little bit more than a 10-point lead through 3/4 of this ball game. Peyton Young, second shot, no good. Rebound to Trigg County. Trigg rushes it the other way. Jada Boyd deflects it out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Wildcat basketball. 54 seconds to play and a 14-point lead at 68-54. It's going to be Caitlin Stone. Caldwell County's did a much better job in the second half finding number 4 than they did in the first half.
We improved by 2 3-pointers.
Pass deflected. Riley Bush takes it away from Parker. Bush up off the board and in. Trigg County is going to play this one all the way out. 40 seconds to go. They'll bring full court pressure. They get it into Jaggers. Jaggers pushed from behind by Stalin. So JC will go to the line for 2 Lake Barkley CrossFit free throws. Don't forget to check out yoursportsedge.com for all the photos and highlights of tonight's game, along with a couple of stories. I think Scott Brown's doing the honors tonight as Todd is in Livingston County covering Lyon County, Livingston County. Free throw by Jaggers is good. So check all that out on yoursportsedge.com. Jaggers, second shot good. Lead back out to 14, 37 seconds. Knopfsinger dribbles down, gets it to Stallings. Stallings to Bush. Bush wants to drive the lane, pushes off, throws up a shot, no good, but Caldwell County is going to commit the foul. Not sure who they got that on, Bob. I didn't see a lot of
maybe Carson.
It is Carson Parker picking up her third foul. So Riley Bush to the line for Trigg County. First one, no good. Checking in is Logan Darnell and Ayanna Grubbs for Trigg County. And also number 25, Audrey Phillips. Lady Tigers will get back in the win column. Free throw no good. Bella McConnell with the rebound. And a free throw shooting contest here as Trigg still committing the fouls, even though this one well in hand. 26 seconds to go, 70-56 Caldwell County. Lady Tigers will improve to 8-10 on the season. Trigg County will fall to 9-12. McConnell, no good on her first Lake Barkley CrossFit free throw. She'll get another.
Lady Tigers are 11 out of 17 from the free throw line this half, and 16 out of 22 for the game. Good free throw shooting.
Stone and Stalin back in for Trigg County. McConnell's second free throw good. Biggest lead of the night now at 15 for the Lady Tigers. Knopfsinger drives the lane. Caldwell County lets her go. Ball still loose underneath. Bounces right back to Knopfsinger. Puts it in with her back to the basket. Somehow threw it up and in. Riley Bush with the steal on the inbounds play. No good on the shot. Gets it over to Knopfsinger. She throws it over the top of the backboard. And so Caldwell County will inbound with 8.4 seconds to go. Jaggers doesn't even have to get it over the timeline. She'll dribble it up. And that's going to be the final here as the Lady Tigers get the win tonight at Trigg County. It was Caldwell County 71, Trigg County 58. Stay tuned for the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show coming your way in just about 3 minutes. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Trusted by all to provide you the very best quality for all your